Welcome back, Warfighters. Welcome back. It is Team TBV 43, Sector 135, and yours truly, JMST Promo Titan. Here with another strat video, this time for Operation Times, and welcome in. Before we get into the walkthrough, some gratitude and love is in order.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
First and foremost, we want to thank everyone who is watching this strategy video. We are certain that if you implement the strategy that we will share with you, as brought to you by the sector, that you'll have much better success in your event. And speaking of the sector and this video being brought to you by the sector, we have some more gratitude to show. So first and foremost, much gratitude goes out to Ravs, Mr. Thunder. Watching the chat yesterday in the event, we saw Mr. Thunder talking about the use of the cannon unit. And specifically keeping your attacking units behind the Admonisher tech for the cannon. So the way that we've applied this concept is we have 3 cannons broken up into individual squads. So in the event that we need, we put them in a bad position, we can retreat those individually. So shout out to Ravs, Mr. Thunder. Next up, we have TBB 43's own Mr. StayFrosty. As we were watching the chat, Mr. Frosty talked about the use of the COSMORTAR unit. And we finally figured out how to effectively utilize the COSMORTAR within this strategy. So we have the COSMORTAR. The Sputnik flak guns is absolutely important. The decreased damage to infantry and increased damage dealt to vehicles. The damage to vehicles is probably important. The decreased damage to infantry should not play a part, provided that we utilize proper techniques in the implementation of this strategy. So once again, gratitude goes out to TBB 43's Mr. StayFrosty. Last but certainly not least, TBB 43's Mr. Fate. Last piece of intel that we took and we applied was the breaking up of the COSMORTAR into smaller platoons. I think Mr. Fate was talking about breaking them up into platoons of 2. We've broken them up into platoons of 1. This will absolutely help us with the free on-the-map repair. And then our own little added touch, we wanted to add a little punch to this. And so what we've done is we've added Gus in. We know that the use of the hero with their offspring will increase the firepower of the offspring, so we added Gus in. Let's go ahead and get into the walkthrough. Two very important pieces to add to the units that we'll be using, and those are
patience
and
control. You must learn control.
Do not rush these strategies. Just don't rush, and make sure that you apply control. If you try to rush it, you're going to end up taking damage, and damage is going to lessen your chances of free repair. I've done this enough and stumbled across patience and control enough that I know that if I take more than one hit from these tanks, what are these tanks called? Let's I keep saying I'm going to look and see what these tanks are called. What is this stupid tank called? Oh, the Kronos tank. Or the Kronos is the current leader of the Hellhounds, a fanatical group of ex-mercenaries, blah, 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 blah. With heavy armor coupled with a target tracking cannon and small projectile, the Electrode fears no faction. So the Electrode, so that Electrode tank, if we take more than one hit from that Electrode tank, we're gonna be in a world of hurt, and we're not gonna have free repair. So let's get into it. We'll deploy 2 of these for now. We're just going to pull them back. Deploy Gus. Begin deploying our COSMORTARs. Now that those units are on fire at will or out of the way, we can take out the C-Wire. Yes, we know that the C-Wire is not going to do anything to our units, but it's a nuisance for me, so I'm going to take it out. So you see me moving these to the top and to the left of the map. And actually, let's go ahead and deploy our third cannon. What the heck? We want this one to come a little bit more south, so we can get this Electrode distracted. Now, the reason we don't want this cannon at the bottom of the map is so that we have space to run our COSMORTARs and our Gus unit. And again, just be patient. Wait for the Admonisher tech to respawn. We're gonna come up here and take out this one. Come down here and take out this one. Now we're in business. These turrets, you're just gonna take a hit. Just go ahead and take that hit. There's another one behind this building, so you'll see me carefully pick this up. We're grateful that he came out. We can take him out now. That one's not always gonna come out, so don't expect that to be the standard. We're just gonna inch this one up until, there we go. Remember, this can shoot on the run. And we're almost done here.
You must feel the force around you.
Tree repair there. Let's go ahead and move on to C2. Just want to check and see where, okay. A very important piece of the strategy to share with you. We are utilizing a zero boost outside of the ones that you get from the intel in the raids, or excuse me, from the raids. So that's important because ultimately we make these videos. The target audience for our content is the up-and-comer. I just recently hit my first year of play in War Commander, and I would see a lot of videos and I'd be like, man, I don't have those units. But the way that Kixeye has done the events now, you can get these new units by doing the mission track, and so they are absolutely, even though it doesn't feel like it, they are absolutely giving you the keys to your success each and every event almost. Anytime that there is a mission track, they're giving you those keys. So let's get after Commander Base 2. Let's go. We'll get Gus in here in a minute. Because these units are on, they're on fire at will. You don't want to be messing around. You see, I overclicked one. I didn't. You don't want to be messing around. You want to get those units out. Particularly those COSMORTARs out and moving, so that you can take advantage of the Admonisher tech. And now just
Patience!
we're just gonna pick this thing apart. Pro tip, you can use the COSMORTARs and Gus to take out aerial rocket barrage. I would strongly suggest you do that. And I took a hit there. I did not want to. They got Frosty on me. You can take one hit from the electrode tank you cannot take more than one hit. More than one hit, and it will no longer be free repair. So bear that in mind. Alright. I don't like how you're coming at that. It made me nervous there. Alright, we got the right side cleared, or the bottom side. We're going to start working this top side now. While we do that, that one's done. So, we took too many hits from the electrode on our Gus units, or our COSMORTAR units, but there's a fix for that. And that's not it. Something I did not try was, and I'm fairly certain that I know the answer to this, but made a lot of mistakes here. So at this point, if you don't want to play, you can still utilize the Admonisher tech, but at this point you can also deploy an aerial unit to take out the rest of this base. Aerial, at least Daedalus can hit this one, I'm certain of. I don't know if Charge or any other unit can, but family, a couple mistakes, but this is the strategy.
The force becomes strong in your family. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
So this is the important one. Free repair there. Free there. Free there. So we have 2 that are not free. Now we will send those back to base and get them repaired individually. In the meantime, what we can do and what we've done, understanding that we were going to make some mistakes, is well, I don't need to go on the base and do it. Let us call out our backup units. If you can, create backup units. This will allow you to continue to attack while those other units repair individually. And before you go in on the attack, make sure you start the repair. Before you go in and attack a new base, make sure those units get back to base and you start the repair clock on them. Okay. Once again, Warfighters want to thank you for having joined us. Certain that if you begin to employ these strategies, you will up your XP and up your production within this particular event. We'll start grinding now. Looks like booze is different booze. Anyway, we'll start grinding now that we got the video out for you guys, and we'll share this with the family. Until next time, continue to take better care of yourself so you can take better care of those in your circle. We love you. Peace.